what does your team want you to know, right? Supplier in the reverse, they're wanting, it feels like, cut your power source, cut your energy source. Oh, success in the reverse, failure. There's something here that you have been cutting your power source. You've not been feeding energy into this self-doubt or feeling of failure. You are starting to fill yourself back up with the opposite, right? Belief, right? Self-belief, believing in yourself. You've cut your power source or the energy you were feeding into whatever perceived failure, right? You're not a failure. You're not. You're believing in yourself again. Con man. But somebody eventually, at one point in time, or something at one point in time, had you convinced and coaxed that you were just not good enough. And within that, it's like it spilled out, but you're calling your power back. You are calling your power back from that energy that wanted you so desperately to believe that you were nobody, you were no good, you were nothing, and you started to internalize that energy and doubt yourself and ask all these endless questions. And now, man, you've cut your power source to that energy. Biology, chemistry, scientific, in the reverse, you've always been good enough. Sure, you might be different. Do you know what I'm getting from this energy? Neurodivergent. I'm just going to say it exactly as I'm getting it, down to your chemical makeup, okay? It was what they could not understand was that you were different, and they could not accept different. So they thought that they could manipulate you a little bit easier, a little bit better, and then, but all you did was just, it just made you internalize and doubt yourself, and then you remembered, oh my goodness, some of y'all and some of us, I'm speaking for myself as well, we were born with a chemical imbalance. That's what I'm getting. That's actually what I'm getting. So when you remember who you are and you call your power back and you give yourself grace, because not everybody is the exact same and works the exact same as other people, right? And you did the best that you could, given the knowledge and wisdom and healing and everything that you did at the time that made you so easily persuaded to start doubting yourself. And this is, now you're building yourself back up into freedom and liberation land, right? Because you're learning how to forgive yourself. I think you're recognizing, realizing how much time wasted you spent questioning and analyzing and doubting yourself when you've always been enough. Exactly the way that you've been and the way that you've born. Maybe you were made to believe in a God or a religion or society, or even socially growing up. The people at school made you feel like you were never enough, you were not included or considered, or you were too small. All of these things filled you up with so much self-doubt within yourself, and now you're starting to fill yourself back up with this belief, which is freeing you and getting you out of this mental cage or spiritual cage where you would close yourself in. You know, the birds, right? Like if a bird is caged for however long, right? Like say it's like a house parrot or whatever, like a house parrot, right? You go to let that bird free if it doesn't got its wings clipped, and it's not going to want to fly. It's going to want to go back in the comfort of its cage. You're learning how to enjoy freedom and liberation and what it feels like to not be closed off with the energy of belief, but open your mind to wonder instead. Wonder within yourself, wonder within the world, instead of closed off with belief. I love you.